Hey everybody, another interview. You guys are really going to be stoked about this. This week we have Jesse Flores on the show. We're really stoked to have you on. How are you? Thanks for being on, by the way.
I'm great. Thank you very much.
We'll get into what you do. Everybody wants to know what you do, but before we do that, um, let's talk about you. Where are you from?
I'm from California. I live in San Diego right now.
And have you always been from there?
No, I'm actually from a city called Norco, which is about 90 minutes from here. It's in Riverside County.
Can you point your camera more towards your face?
That was a slip.
There we go. The first two questions you were totally like half face. I love I love it though. Um,
That's one of the best parts.
yeah, I know, right? I know you're showing them off. Yeah. What
This
is?
is the
What,
first appearance of the new boobs, actually.
oh,
So,
really? Oh, these are
yeah,
new.
yeah, another new set.
Is what number set are those?
This is my seventh boob job.
Wow. Let's talk about that. Everybody, I've talked to a few. I've talked to Evelyn.
Uh-huh.
I've talked to Foxy recently, and both of them we talked about their augmentation, and I asked them, and I find this very interesting when people do more than one. It's kind of like tattoos. You get one, you want to get another, and I asked them both about it, and they've talked candidly about what they want to do. Each of them said they've only done it once. This is your seventh pair. Why? How is it? Have you just progressively gotten bigger?
I have gotten bigger, but I've had so many because I've had problems.
What kind of
That
problems did you have?
um, well, 3 years ago, I went to a doctor in Beverly Hills who I thought was top of the line. Uh, Turns out he was not, and he just kept messing up. And I had 4 boob jobs with him because each time he did it, it just got worse until eventually he left me so full of infection and scar tissue. Uh, my whole right breast had swelled up with nothing but scar tissue. I had one boob that was just a bullet. It was just rock hard. And then a year and a half ago, I had to go get another surgery to repair the damage that he had done. Cost me $14,000 to fix what he had done. And that doctor was top of the line. He specializes in fixing other people's screw ups. But he did the best he could, and then last 3 weeks ago, I went in again to fix it even more. So, and then while we're in there, why not go bigger?
So are you happy with what you have now?
Yeah, I didn't go drastically bigger. I just went up another 100 cc's, which it just made me more fuller. Um, but it is bigger, and it definitely looks better than it did. He fixed a lot of the problems I still had, so I'm quite happy.
Nice. Okay, so let's get back to you. We went off on a tangent here on your breasts, because they're right there. Um, so you grew up in California, is what you said,
Yeah.
right? What
Yes.
growing up? Okay, let's just get this out of the way. You were born a man. You are a female now, a transsexual,
Kinda.
kind of. What?
I wouldn't say necessarily I was born a man
What?
because naturally I have a lot of female chromosomes. I was almost borderline both.
I see.
Aside from having a vagina, I didn't have a vagina, but I always looked like this. I always sounded like this.
Hmm.
I always had kind of a girly body. So a doctor had told me I would be considered a true transsexual, where there was no transition. I even had a little bit of breast tissue naturally.
So it was
But
in.
technically, yes, I'm a transsexual
Yeah.
now.
Nice. Growing up, was it hard? Were you like the kid, the little, let's just quotation air quote boy that everybody thought was a girl?
Yeah,
Yeah. Was that?
and I was tortured for it because nobody knew what to think of me. I grew up being made fun of every single day of my life. Um, People would think I was hot until somebody would tell them, oh, that's a dude or something. And it was so contradictory because those people that were bullies to me would secretly be nice to me when no one was around. Because they still thought I was hot. Even when I was little and stuff, they still had crushes on me, but they would be mean in the groups. But every day I was called a fag or some horrible name or something, and it was hell.
Yeah.
It was not fun. I enjoyed school, but I didn't enjoy going to school because I just had that to look forward to every day.
It seems like it's kind of the common story. Like
Of course.
this. I mean, I'm not trying to belittle it. What I really want to get at is what effect did it have on you? I've heard people say, "Oh, I just shrugged it off," and then you have the ones that are like, I like destroyed myself with drugs and alcohol." What, how did it affect you?
um, I would say it probably influenced me by the way I am now. I don't have any friends. I've grown up my whole life with no friends. I still have no friends. Um, I'm alone, and I'm very, even though I do porn and stuff, and I'm very sexual, and I seem like I'm very happy, and which I am, but I'm alone a lot, and
It's
it's not a
rough.
great life, and um, having to deal with that made me very introverted.
Mm.
So out in public by myself, I'm very closed down and shy. So I don't usually uh, go out and about by myself, and that influenced that being afraid of people, I guess.
Right. No, that's rough. Yeah, I feel that's rough. Yeah. Um. So what do you do then if this is how your life sort of is, or how you cope with your life? This is how you do your life, or I don't even know the word. You go about your life this way. What is it that you do to pass your time? What's a regular day then like for Jesse Flores?
Very boring, sadly.
Really? No, tell me. Everybody's
Well,
everybody's kind of boring.
yeah, but I'm really boring.
Okay, let's hear. Are
I
you?
don't know.
Will you tell
People
me
would
what
say
real
I'm
boring is?
cool. Some people would say I'm cool because some of the things I like. I'm a big comic book nerd, and I love movies and stuff. So I do a lot of that. I watch a lot of movies, and I tweet about it a lot.
I saw that.
I tell everybody my marathons that I'm doing, and I watch special features, and I tell everybody about it. And some people think I'm cool for that because it's just a lot of knowledge. I like learning new things, especially about movies. It's almost like watching a whole new movie.
Hmm.
And I also do a lot of stuff for my website. I shoot a lot of stuff myself, and I do my own photo editing, and I do a lot of the work myself. So
That's cool. That's
those
that's
are my
pretty
days.
kind of nerdy, but that's cool.
Yeah,
That's how you got to be, I think, in
I'm
today's
a nerdy
world, though.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a nerdy girl. I don't really fit in with the porn crowd. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke.
Wow. Um.
I'm a good girl with a naughty side.
Yeah. I noticed that, but I did check out your Twitter feed. What is your Twitter feed again?
It's Jessie Flo.
Jessie Flo. Check them out, everybody. Check her out, everybody. I did check it out. I one of the I don't try not to do much research
Uh huh.
because I kind of like to do the interviews where it's like, hey, nice to meet you, let's talk for a sec, and try to just try to be kind of real. And so like I don't really. One of the things I do is I look for a website. One, bam, I checked it out. Everybody, she does porn. If you haven't figured this out, what is it? It's ts-jesse.com, right? Check it out, everybody. If you're interested, you should just at least check it out and see if you're interested. You might be. Um, you never
I
know. I
I
think you
do
will be, guys.
so.
um,
If you become fans, I shoot with my fans actually.
oh, see,
So I have a series that I created called Fan Fucks, and it's like almost like a reality show sort of thing where the fan I pick fans and they get to shoot with me. So
okay, wait. So a fan can go to your website,
uh huh.
hit you up in some shape or form, and say, "Hey, I want to make a movie with you,"
Mm-hmm.
and you just go, "Okay,"
Within reason.
within reason. What? Okay.
If I choose him, I don't just pick everybody.
Okay. because I assume there's a big long line, and I would say, how do you get a chance to ever watch any of those movies that you watch? What is the criteria? Like who should not apply?
Extremely overweight, extremely old. I usually, luckily, I've had really good-looking guys, but you don't have to be a supermodel. You don't have to be. I shoot with real guys. These are real fans. I don't shoot with models and stuff. These aren't guys that you would see in the porn movies or something, where they have to have six-pack abs and look like supermodels. Mm-hmm. That's not who I shoot with, unless that just happens to be what the fan looks like. But it's not a requirement. And I'm the only one who does this. I don't know any other girls that do that, especially on the regular. They might do it once in a while or something, but they don't have the whole series of it. I'm actually going to be starting my 5th season of it. So I've been doing it for a while. I've shot like 35 guys now.
Wow. Hey, you're busy, yeah?
Yeah.
So you're so you're a business lady. You're a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Okay. So you run.
I want to be a producer and a director and own my own production company.
How far off is that for you?
It's all based on financial now. Yeah. So I know how to shoot. I have equipment, and I took photography for 4 years. And if I do say so myself, I'm quite a great model. So usually, great models make great photographers too, because they know the angles. They know what makes a good shot. So.
On top of that, you're good at what you do in the industry, correct? You've been nominated for many awards, and you have won awards, correct?
Yes, been nominated for AVN 6 times. I also won the XBiz 2012 TS Performer of the Year.
That's nice. What do you get for winning the Performer of the Year? Just the title, or do you get an award, like a trophy?
Get a trophy.
Do you have it prominently displayed in your abode?
I have it in my DVD or on my DVD shelf.
That's cool.
I wasn't going to display it at first because I was afraid it was going to fall and break or something. But I figured, well, I should put it up because then no one's going to see it if it's in the box.
Right.
And it's pretty heavy, so I don't think it's really going to go anywhere.
That's cool. There was obviously being a TS performer is something that's gotten more accepted over the few past years, right? It hasn't been like AVN. I mean,
we're going a little farther now, and it's becoming a little more mainstream and being more accepted, and people opening up the rules a little more and bending things. The XBiz Award, it's been around for, I believe, several years, but this is only the 3rd year they've had a TS award.
So there's only been 2 other best performers before you.
Yeah, Wendy Williams was the first one, and then me, Isabella, got the second one, and I'm the 3rd.
Nice. Who are those 2 performers that you've looked up to, or have?
I'm friends with them. I don't really look up to any girl. Not to downplay anybody. I think everybody is great, and everybody works hard and deserves everything that they get, as long as they work hard. I wouldn't say I look up to anybody in the industry except myself. I just work hard for what I do, and what I get. That's the only person I can really look to is myself.
I love it. That's a good attitude.
That's the only person who's going to do anything for myself is me.
That's cool. That goes right along with your loner bit, right? Like your lonerness, yeah? I mean, that's cool. I mean, you're owning that. That's neat.
Looking up to somebody is not really going to get me anywhere.
Right.
They're not going to do anything for me, so...
What does being a TS performer get you? Now, I looked... I mean, other than money for the job, I think this is really neat because you have on your Twitter feed like this is my wish list. I see these things a lot in the porn industry. The wish list and your boob donation, was that the other thing?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have that on there.
How does that how is that going for you? Do people send you a lot of stuff?
Not really.
No.
The occasional people do on your birthday or Christmas and stuff, or if someone just wants to send you something to be nice and thank you for just doing a great job or something. And sometimes fans send stuff to, uh, like if you send you an outfit or shoes or something, you use it on the website or something, and you'll take special pictures for them or something.
They love that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, they get something in exchange usually, like even just personal pictures and stuff. They usually, at the very least, they say thank you, and then if they send like an outfit or something, I'll put on the outfit and text them a picture or email them a picture of me in it. So they get something personal that no one else is getting.
That's fun. Um, so you have your website. You make your own movies, right?
Yeah,
What? How? That obviously is how you make some money, right? People have
yeah,
to,
right.
log into your site, and if they want to see stuff, there's charges. How do you feel about people that get to watch porno online for free? Like, I mean, your stuff must be floating about
Yeah, I've
pirated
seen quite
left
a
and
bit of
right.
it. I don't know. I'm on the fence on it because my feeling is it's a little mixed. Yeah, we lose money, but just you're not really technically losing money from that person who's watching it for free because they weren't going to buy it in the first place. So you didn't lose any money from them. But on the other side, you're losing money because no one's buying it. They're watching it. Only one person bought it, and then they put it out there for free. So it's kind of like a weight thing. It's like yes and no.
That's cool.
So
Yeah, I was.
it's not something I'm for, but I'm not on the against side too much.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
don't
a
know.
catch-22 thing. Like, yay, there's
Yeah,
somebody that really wants to see me bad enough to do it, but like, I
I,
really
I've
wish they
seen
would go over
stuff.
here.
Yeah, I've seen stuff where somebody might have seen it for free or listened to a song for free or whatever, and now they've become a fan, and
Right.
now they will buy something. So sometimes, yeah, exactly, it's a catch-22 because they may not have been a fan, they may not have heard your song before or watched your movie before, and now they have, and now they will go buy something. So
That's cool. So, do you aspire to be a mainstream actress, or do you just like to fuck and porn is fucking, you love it, and that's just what you're
I
gonna
love
do?
both. I love what I do, and I would love to be mainstream. I would love to be in like a horror movie or a comedy or something. But I don't want to be the tranny in a movie. I
Right.
don't want to be something the joke of a movie where someone just goes, "Ew, that's a man" at the end. And it's like
Mm-hmm. Wah,
that's not
wah.
really an
Yeah.
accomplishment to me. I
Yeah.
don't want to be insult in a movie. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be. Uh, I just want to be Jessie in a movie. I don't want to be the tranny in the movie or something. I want to be an actor in the movie
Right.
and have fun, not something I can be proud of, not be like, oh yeah, I did it for money or something.
Right. That's hot. Question. You used the word tranny right there. I had Buck Angel on the show a while back,
uh-huh.
and I asked people to tell me if they have a question, and one of the questions that came up was ask him what he thought of the word tranny, and I didn't know that it was what I was gonna get. Like, I didn't know where that person was coming from. Apparently there was some kind of controversy. Like, there's groups that like whatever. How do you feel? How do
There's lots
you
of terms that people don't like.
Yeah? How do you feel about the word tranny? And what is the word that you don't really makes you mad when someone uses it around you? I think Ava Lynn said, "Oh, that's a boy." Like, that pissed her off or whatever. Is there a
Like
word that really
they
makes you
call
mad?
it a lady boy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'm fine with whatever anybody calls me work related.
Mm-hmm.
If it's work related, I don't care. There's all kinds of terms, and nobody, porn wise, people aren't necessarily politically correct, and
Like
knowing that,
shemale, like shemale,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
In real life, in my personal life, if someone came up to me and said, "Wow, you're a really hot female," I would not be complimented by that. I don't like the word female for my personal life. For work, you can call me a female, you can call me a tranny, you can call me a TS, you can call me uh, a dude with tits if you want to,
Mm-hmm.
but that's work wise, and people don't know. appropriate terms sometimes. That's just what people Google and look up. So, porn-wise, none of those words offend me. But personal-wise, I don't want to be called any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a girl in my real life, so I live as a woman. I don't live as a tranny or TS or any of those terms. I've always felt terms are just when you are forced to describe yourself to somebody. If someone forced me to say this is what I am, but I don't live my life as that. I don't live my life as a title of something.
That's cool.
I'm not a category.
Yeah, I hate it when they ask me all the time. No, you know what they ask me all the time? What are you wearing underneath there? Because when people watch the show, this is about what they see of me. But usually, like
Right. Nude underneath.
Exactly. And so, like, that's what are you wearing under there is what I hear all the time. It's like, okay. But, yeah, I don't get anything other than, I get, how old are you? I really hate that. How old do you think I am? I'm gonna try to make a young face. See, I don't like it. You won't hurt my feelings.
35?
Oh, that's cool. That's nice of you. That's nice of you. I'm older than that, so I'll take it.
I'll leave you there.
Yeah. Let's move on because I'm going to start to show you my gray hair. Your hair. Is it your hair?
Yeah, I have extensions.
Nice. It's nice.
The girl nowadays doesn't have extensions.
Right. They all do, right?
Yeah.
And if they don't, their hair looks had it when it's that long, if it's real. But that's my opinion. What? Let's talk about your sort of nerdy stuff. The show kind of goes out on the internet as a podcast. There's a lot of people that listen to it that way. So, a lot of the people that listen, they love this kind of stuff. So you're into comic books, right? You said I looked at your Twitter. I saw some Spider-Man stuff. You were talking about Spider-Man, etc. Yeah. What is your favorite comic? Wait, before you tell me what your favorite comic book, are you the type of comic book reader that goes to the comic book store?
I do.
You do? Is it often? Like, are you like every day or like?
Not as often as I would like. I haven't been in a while because comics have gotten really expensive, and I can't keep up as I used to when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to get every single title and every single month if I could, and then they just kept raising the prices and getting more and more books, and it was just impossible to keep up. So
what is it?
There used to be like 5 X-Men titles, and now there's like 30.
What is your favorite thing about comic books?
I just love superheroes, and I just love. I like to draw, so that was one of the first things I started drawing was comic book characters. I would just redraw whatever was on the cover of a comic book or something, and it's just fun. I don't know what else to really say about it. It's just I enjoy it, and it's fun, and it makes me smile.
Yeah, so, do you read just books, or is it just comic books?
I read on occasion, but I usually only read I used to read like sci-fi horror books, and now I read more like biographies and autobiographies.
What's your favorite comic book or comic book character? It's up to you. Series.
Favorite comic book series, I guess. Like I said, there's like 30 of them. Would be X-Men. My favorite characters are Catwoman and Phoenix. Are my favorite 2 characters.
What do you like the movies that they make out of these comic book things?
Yeah, I enjoy them. Yeah. Some are better than others, of course, but isn't any kind of series.
Did you watch the Thor movie?
Yeah.
What did you think of that one?
I thought it was good. It could have been a little better, but there were moments that were great, and then there were moments that were kind of weak. But I enjoyed it overall, just because the fact that it was a comic book movie. So whatever gets it made is all I care about.
Yeah, that's hot. That's hot. What other nerdy things do you do? I know you work. Do you do stuff on your website? Do you work on your website yourself, or you have people doing that?
I do the photo editing, and I've shot my own photos and my own video. I don't do any like the computer stuff behind the scenes, but aside from uploading it to a server. But I don't do the video editing is the only thing I don't do.
So are you Miss Photoshop? Is that by photo editing, or are you what? Yeah, are you pretty proficient with the Photoshop?
For basic editing, just basic cleanup and stuff. I don't have to do anything crazy. This is what I look like, so it's not like I do anything crazy.
You don't really have to work very hard to make them look good, right?
I just have to remove a pimple or something, and then even out the lighting, and I'm done.
That's pretty nerdy, though. That's pretty good.
I know how to put my logo on there, but I don't know how to create stuff like a logo or create characters or something like animation or anything.
Do you watch anime?
I would love to. Huh?
Do you watch anime?
A little bit. Usually when it's related to a comic book or something.
So you're not that's where you draw the line? Kind of like it's.
No, I don't draw the line. It just depends on what it is. I grew up watching. I used to watch Sailor Moon. I used to love that. I have the whole series of that, all the comic books and the cartoon. So.
Did you want to be Sailor Moon, like that kind?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
If I had an outfit, I'd be doing it now.
Yeah, that's hot. What else? What do you like to do other than that? Other than that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I'm winging this here.
I love to go to amusement parks. I like to travel. Sadly, I don't really get to do that being by myself a lot, but it is something I enjoy. So whenever that opportunity comes up, I would definitely grab it.
That's fun. So you sit around the house all day? Is that really what you're saying? It's like you sit around the house, you don't drink. You said that.
Right now.
Did you used to drink at any point in your life? Oh, so you've been clean and sober your whole life?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't find very many people like that nowadays.
I know, everyone's always shocked when I tell them I don't do anything bad.
You're like a gem. What? Yeah. It's so funny because some people would think what you do for a living is bad, but fuck them. Okay, yeah. So I normally ask everybody what their favorite alcoholic beverage is and have they ever fallen down drunk. But those questions won't apply to you. So the other
I have a small story with that, though.
Okay, please.
I used to work at a casino over here in San Diego, and I was invited to one of my coworkers' daughter's wedding, and my boss had gotten shots of Patron for everybody, and they know I don't drink, but they were pestering me to drink. Now, I hadn't eaten since the day before, because I was wearing pretty much a see-through skimpy dress, skin tight, and so I was trying to not be all bloated. So I hadn't eaten since like the night before, and we were at the reception waiting to eat, but weddings, they take forever for these things, and they're in courses and stuff, and we're drinking. So you're drinking, but no food. So I did have that shot, which was actually the second shot, because the first shot somebody drank mine because I was like, I don't want it, and they're like, no, you're gonna have it. Well, they give me another shot. This one's even bigger. It was like that big of Patron, and I drank it just to shut them up, and then I just got I was pretty much drunk for 30 minutes, I think, because I hadn't eaten anything. So I didn't fall to the ground, but I sat on the ground outside in my nice black dress, sitting on the pavement. And everyone was like, did you fall? I'm like, no, I sat down because I was either sit down or fall down. So that was my closest extent, or closest to being drunk or drinking. So once I got inside, they finally started bringing out bread and stuff, so I was fine after that. But technically, I was drunk for about 30 minutes.
The other question that I do ask everybody is I think these questions, you really get a sense of what people are about. Like, for instance, we know you're not a drinker, so we know you're clean and sober. Are unicorns overrated?
What kind of unicorn?
Just unicorns in general. Okay, wait. Before we go into the answer, what types of unicorns are there? That's what I want to know. I thought there was only one kind of unicorn. Tell me what kind of unicorns there are.
Well, there's like stuffed animals, cartoons, movies, the myth of a real one ever existing.
You got it. You got it. So, what do you think? Are they a joke, or are they overrated or not? I guess.
No, I don't think they're overrated. That's not something you really see all over the place. So it's not shoved down your throat. So I don't think it's overrated.
Cool.
Possible it could exist. It could have been like a deformed horse. So
Off the top of my head, I want to ask you this question. You said that when you were younger, boys picked on you, etc. People in general probably picked on you.
Yeah.
You walk down the street now. Obviously, you're always you.
Yeah.
You walk down the street. Do you catch heat from ladies? Because obviously you're tall, right? You look pretty. You look like you're taller. How tall
I'm
are you?
5'8". 5'8".
So you're tall for a girl, right? Like you're like reaching model heights. And my guess is you probably wear heels sometimes, right? I mean,
only if I'm dolled up. When I'm out and about, I'm in jeans and a t-shirt, and my skateboard shoes.
Oh, that's hot. Do you catch heat though from other girls? Like, oh wow, check this chick out, and like, do you catch that kind of cattiness from girls?
Only if I'm like super dolled up, or I'm in like my next to nothing skirt and 6-inch stilettos. That's when girls look at you like you're the biggest whore in the world. But I've never had anybody ever confront me or say anything to me. Usually I'm walking with a smile on my face, so I don't give off that aura of where you would want to say something mean to me or anything, or but I'm sure somebody's probably thinking it.
Fucking bitches, yeah.
Especially if their boyfriend or husband
wants to get on top of you, yeah. Do you get that a lot? Do you walk into places and dudes just fall all over you?
Oh yeah.
When they do, I know, right? I mean, it's kind of, here
before I
do. You always hear like chicks with big breasts saying, "Fucking, oh my eyes are up here." Like because obviously people probably walk. Guys, I'm a guy. Guys walk into a room, and they immediately walk up to you, and you're sort of blurry right now, and they probably are looking right at your breasts, right? What does that bother you, or do you love it?
That's what you got the boobs for.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm my old free.
It's wigging out as the camera's wigging out. Maybe if you do that now, it's really white. Maybe if you get your hands really. Maybe if you get closer, that's gonna be. Oh, let's see.
End the call and then start it back up?
Yeah, let me end it and we'll call me right back.
Okay.
Hey. Sorry about that. I saw you try to call and it wigged out for a second.
There we go.
You're very clear now. So you walk into places, dudes fall all over you. What?
Yeah.
You said earlier that you don't, you're kind of a loner, right? When you go out to these places, do you have to turn? Do you have to turn on some sort of like for instance with me, I do this all the time. I do my show. People expect stuff from me when they see me out. I drink during my show. Throughout the week, I tweet when I'm drunk, and so I get this persona that I'm always drunk. And so I'll go out and someone will see me, like if I'm at, the drugstore. I'm not drunk at 6 o'clock in the morning at the drugstore, right? I'm going to get aspirin because I was drunk the night before. But, I see people and oftentimes I get this vibe like, oh, like they're looking at me like they expect me to say something wild or, take my shirt off or do something stupid, Do you get that up? So I have to fake it sometimes. I feel like I go out to clubs or I go to, a venue to where I'm going to see people, and I feel like I have to put it on because that's who
you have to be on performance.
Yeah, like I have to be on. Is that what you do when you go out, or do you say fuck it, I'm just going to be me?
It's a little mixture of both. In my personal life, I stay quiet pretty much unless I'm around people I know or it's a comfortable environment. But if I'm at any kind of work function or something, awards or a party or something, or even just the rare occasion I go to the club night or something, and I try and turn it on a little more and be a little more flirty and try and be a little more talkative, just because I want to be included. I don't like going to those things and just standing there like a loser in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's what I am. I am the loser in the corner, but
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be.
That's cool. Like I do the same thing. Like I fucking hate going out sometimes because I have to perpetrate like I'm something that I'm not right now. Like you know what I mean? Like it's all I'm sure you understand. Um, okay. Is there anything else that you want to talk about before I let you go? Like, do you have something you want to promote, or are you showing up somewhere? You got something going on or anything?
I also have a toy line.
Oh, really? What's this? Tell me about the toy line.
For California Exotics, I have my own sex toy line. I'm one of the few girls who actually have a toy line. There aren't too many TS toy lines.
Yeah. So what does a TS toy line consist of?
I have a dildo made after me.
Wow, that's hot.
They molded my cock, and that's what you're getting if you buy that dildo. You're actually getting my cock.
That's fun.
And I have a blow-up doll that's supposed to look like me, and it's pretty cute. I was actually worried when they told me about it. Most blow-up dolls are just horrible looking, but mine's actually pretty cute. And they even put little fake eyelashes on it and stuff. So they went into little details, so it looks quite good. And I have a masturbating sleeve that's supposed to be like a little mini version of my butt.
Wow.
There's not too many girls who have toy lines. Wendy Williams has a toy line, and Mia Zabella has a toy line. And again, for like the X-Biz, we were like the only ones there.
That's fun. So where do they get those at?
You can get it at a lot of the adult stores. You can get it from California Exotics website. I'm not sure anymore, but I thought Amazon was selling them for a while. I couldn't find them when I was looking for it the other day, but they were selling them.
So we have your toy line, we have your website, which is ts-jesse, JESSE.com, and your Twitter feed, which is Jesse Flow, right, at Jesse Flow. That's how people can get in touch with you. Is there any other where online you're at, or that's it?
I'm on Facebook stuff, but I don't really use Facebook that much. Facebook's become boring.
I got rid of my Facebook. I'm over it.
I'm on the edge of it. I have two of them. I have a celebrity one and a regular one, and it's usually just like people posting spam and stuff on there, so, and weird people. So it's just not very entertaining.
What's the weirdest thing What's the weirdest thing one of your fans has done, or requested, or whatever?
I don't know. I've had a few things. I don't know. Some people wouldn't consider it weird, but I've been asked to like fuck a shoe.
That's fun.
But
that's fun. That's not weird. Come on.
Yeah. Well, some people would consider that weird. Fucking my high heel, like it's an ass or something. I've been asked nothing too weird. I wouldn't say anything really weird where you're just like, whoa, where's that from? But there's stuff where like people want my underwear with cum in it and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not too cool about sending my DNA around to strangers.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Yeah. Here, make copies. That's funny. Okay, so before I let you go, one, thanks for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
It's been my pleasure.
Did you have fun? I've had fun.
Yeah, I laughed a lot. So.
Good. Two, will you cut me a bumper like one of those "You're watching Beneath Everything" with Ronnie Rucker, or "Hey, this is Jesse Flores"? You can say whatever you want. Are you willing to do one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, feel free.
Okay. Do it now?
Yeah, if you'd like.
Oh. Hi, this is Jesse Flores, and you're watching Beneath Everything Radio with Ronnie. So stay tuned.